Hi, I'm Carcino.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Oh, what's up, y'all? Seems like a broken record, don't it? Get it? Broken record. Double entendre. Broken records. Why Kendrick is breaking records and setting trends. Your formulaic homeboy, who you keep windmilling for, Akademiks, y'all stoop to an all-time low. I told you they was going to try to pivot. So now, what Akademi tried to do in his act of the circus is lie. That's right. Blatantly lie by telling deceptional things to try to change the narrative. It's lying. It's what it is, buddy. I don't make the rules. I just tell it like it is. It's lying. What you do is considered lying. You're being blatantly dishonest. And by not answering the question, by digging up and changing narratives and taking the point away, you make yourself sound like a buffoon. For those who have lives and don't really care, I apologize to y'all that I have to address this chipmunk who doesn't seem to understand common sense in the own math that he's talking about. He wants to convince the general public that Drake, Aubrey Drake Graham, doing 4 shows at 4.5 million a pop at Madison Square Garden is equivalent to doing a show at Yankee Stadium. That Kendrick Lamar is only doing 2 shows, and Drake is gonna make more money than him in those shows because he gonna do 4 shows in New York. See, you could do 4 shows in the Garden. He's only doing 2 in the stadium. Nah, that's not going to equivalent to that kind of much money. Hey, look, he's doing 4.5 million a night. So he did $18 million in the Garden in 4 nights on this Blur tour. See, now Drake is about that money. See, he ain't gonna get all that money if he do a stadium. Now, people, stadiums hold more people than arenas. Okay. And because of that fact, they're able to sell more tickets and have more fans enjoy the experience. It was never a matter of the reason why. He never could explain the reason, even though I've given the reason already. He just hasn't heard it because I already know their excuse that they're going to use. This I know he didn't get any of this information from Drake, because Drake and them already have a prepared excuse as to why they didn't perform in stadiums. And it's not the moronic thing that you just said, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to help him out this time. I'm not going to help him perfect his lie. Any excuse you come up with is not going to be suffice. And the reason it's not going to be suffice is because everybody knows a stadium show sells out about, you can make about 11 million in one night, where everybody else is doing 4.5 million in a night. If you do a stadium show, you're making like 10 million to 11 million a night. Okay, anybody who's done a stadium show will tell you that. If they sold out a stadium, bruh, at the prices that they're selling it at, they're doing about 11 million that night. 10 to 11 million. So if he sells out Yankee Stadium, I guarantee he's going to take home over 10 million a night compared to the 4.5 that you're bragging about. So he did 4 shows, right, for 18 million. Kendrick's going to take home about 20 million in 2 shows. All right. So he wants to convince you, for some weird ass reason, he wants to convince you that the equivalent of 4 shows is better because Drake is about the money. And Kendrick, he normally charges lower prices. You know, it's either you're not that good at math or you're just not that good at deceiving people. And you send these idiots to try to talk for you and come on my page, you just make them look stupid. Listen, I don't care about the money, actually. Nobody's going to care about the money. They care about the actual show. Now SZA's bigger than Kendrick Lamar, and they did bigger tours than Kendrick Lamar and all that. Kendrick Lamar did an international tour, sir. He rarely, I don't even think he toured here in the United States. He hadn't toured in a while. And right now he's probably bigger than he's ever been in his career. Now, you keep trying to compare Drake's previous numbers, his last numbers, to Kendrick's last tour. Get ready to compare these numbers, nigga. Because this is what's going to count. Count what Drake finna do now. Count what Kendrick finna do now. You don't want to count that because you know what that is. That's stratosphere. Yeah, y'all want to believe it's all a blur. It ain't a blur. You remember. Every single moment. So it ain't a blur. You could try to make it sound like it's a blur. It ain't no blur. See, y'all dealing with the Casino Man. And I know how to deal with liars. Y'all liars. Sitting here in my mink coat. Chill back. Dot sitting up there posted up on you. Like, heard you misusing your influence. I could peep the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Yeah, he been compromised. No integrity, no soul, no purpose, no nothing. This is what I talk about. This is what I've been talking about with y'all bums. Y'all will never be on our level. Never. Look, catching Akademiks line is like catching bees with honey. It's easy to do. Okay? Catching this man trying to run plays and deception. The dude said I was a TDE executive. Let that sink in. Just a liar. All you are is a liar. Tried to lie on me, lie on Kendrick, lie. It's all you do. Now, why would we have mercy on you? Have mercy on us. So somewhere this food got old. We don't care about Akademiks. He knows this. I went to his channel and he got so spooked out. He went ahead and blocked me. I can't even leave a super chat over there. I could comment, but can't leave a super chat. Who would do something as devious and stupid as that? So on my other page, One Crack News, don't forget to follow that page. I went on this page. I left a super chat and said, "Hey, what's up? What's up, academics? Let's talk." Then he started kissing my ass. Then he goes and delete the part where he was doing that because he wants to live in the lie. That's when I know who's real, who's fake, who's about that life, who will never see that part of life. Everything that glitters ain't gold. But I can always tell sugar from shit. And I know everything that glitters ain't gold. Sometimes it's a goddamn diamond. And that's y'all problem. Y'all can't recognize and appreciate greatness because you are a prisoner to celebrity. Academics who likes to brag about how Atlantic Records and other record companies have financed and lined his pockets over the years. Then the oxymoron is now your boss, Drake, is running around here crying about payola in the music industry, as if he was telling us something we didn't know, something he has benefited in over the years. As I pointed out about Spotify having to reward customers for putting Drake all over the Spotify page. So it's okay when they were doing it for you, but because you think and assume someone else is getting it done for them, and they're no longer pandering to you, I'm gonna blow the whole thing up. I feel like a Bond villain. Yep, I do. Yep, I do. I feel like a Bond villain. Yeah, the reason why I feel like that is because it's time, you know? It's so time. It's time to put an end to the phonies, the pretenders, those that's out there trying to make a living and earning off of BS with no substance. Now, answer this question. This is just for me. Why would Kendrick Lamar care about what DJ Akademiks think? Because he doesn't. He knows Kendrick Lamar right now is the hottest thing going. He can't even lie now. Now you can't even lie about, oh, they were only bots. People didn't care about the song that much. Because now you see all those butts are going to be in the seats. So let me guess, those are AI. It's not going to be that many people there. No, it's AI. Hell, the only AI might be in attendance is Allen Iverson. Y'all better get it together. It's crazy out there. The world is different. People move in different tropes. Well, when you see people like academics continuously mislead people with numbers and try to come up with all these things, you start to notice a pattern of behavior. If anyone is to believe a stadium show and performing at a stadium is a minus and a L for an artist as to performing in an arena, then what do you talk about when somebody performing at a festival? Right? And you're at an arena. That's like somebody at that festival going, look at him performing at an arena. I wish I would be at an arena. You see what I'm saying? Sounds real stupid, doesn't it? So your thing is Drake could have been did that if he wanted to. Why didn't he? Got to do a little bit better than he didn't want to. Got to do a little bit better than he made 18 million in 4 shows. Got to do a little bit better than that. Because if he did an arena for 4 nights, he'd be walking away with over 40 million. So I'm not getting it. That's if he was selling it out, you know. Now, when the tickets are sold, they're going to try to say, oh, it wasn't Kendrick by itself. It was because he had SZA. When Drake tour, is Drake by himself? That's all I'm saying. Let's keep it in perspective. See, Drake make very, let me see, he release and produce songs that are radio friendly. Most R&B tours are going to do more than rap shows. Period. That's just how it is. They normally wouldn't give rappers a stadium to rap in because, one, they couldn't fill it up. 2, they don't sing. It's not a real performance or a show. So they have to be featured with a whole lot of different other acts. People do stadium shows like singers because of the acoustics. You come there to hear the voice, everybody get to hear them sing live. More people get to see it. But for R&B music, that's more couples. Hip hop shows, it's more singles. Ain't no dude that I know really singly is lining up to go see an R&B singer show by himself. For a hip hop show, somebody pop in by themselves. Straight like that. So there's no tricks to the trade. There's just somebody's dedicated to the work where everybody else is dedicated into running scams and plays. And that's why you're losing. It is real simple, people. It's real simple. This is the game. It's Charlie Hustle, baby, all over again. Either you able to swim with the sharks, or you gonna get drowned out here. People don't care about your excuses. They don't care about your situation. They don't care about any of it. They just want the results, baby. That's all they want is the results. They sitting back like this. Now what God gonna tell you? They here to see Dot. They don't care what academics think. They don't care what I think. They don't care what none of you people think. Because you couldn't control or move the needle. Neither one of you clowns. Not Rory the clown, not Maul the clown, Academics the clown. None of you. Y'all are irrelevant. Flacco the clown, none of you. Okay? You're irrelevant. This what this rap battle showed. You don't dictate anything. The artist does. The art will stand in the test of time. The art will dictate who wins and loses. Can your art outperform my art? Things ain't adding up. Because now, the guy who's supposed to be the top selling guy, I could just drop anything and it outsell you. He ain't selling. And the guy who's the artsy fartsy guy is outselling you. Oh boy, kumbaya. So now we have all that, right? We got that assessed. So why is everything else a problem? You ever notice that? Why is things becoming a problem when they're not a problem? It's because they have one main storyline. Let's try to milk it. Let's milk this thing. How can we spin this to Drake's favor? Yeah, arena shows are bad. Stadium shows is good. Because Drake do stadiums. He does arenas. He don't need stadiums. He's getting $4 million a show. Kendrick has never seen that kind of money. Look at what he got before. What is he getting now, Akademiks? I'm not going to compare somebody's last year's paycheck to somebody's current pay stub, I'd be like, show me a current pay stub. That's what you did last year. Show me what you're doing this year. Show me something current. I need to see something tangible. Because if I don't see anything tangible, me and you can't have a conversation. Wash my hands on it. We're done here. Now, the more people deactivate themselves from the situation, the more expansive it gets. Anybody could get caught up in a lie or get caught up in the moment of celebrating they said artists. That's cool. If you believe in your art, cool, but stick up for the art, not the bull. And that's your problem. You're not sticking up for Drake's work. You're not, Akademiks. Who you fooling? It's not us. You're not defending his work. You're sitting there defending the person, which means you've already lost. Where's his songs? Compare his songs that he released. Didn't he release a song with Thugger? Didn't he release tracks already? Compare those to G and X. I don't hear you doing that. I don't hear you raving about those tracks with Thugger. I thought they were a banger. Where they at? Why are you not talking about them? Because they ain't no Not Like Us. They ain't no TV Off. Ain't no Squabble Up. Whacked Out Murals. None of those. No Luther. None of it. Hey now. None of it. You have nothing on the table. He's scrambling. He needs that R&B album that could bring him out of the grave. So go dig up your OVO crew. Go in there and take them songs and try to make them yours and try to come out with something to move the needle. But right now, this blah, blah, blah from Akademiks and Maul, they don't move shit. Let it be known. Now, when people mention me, they're going to say, Sino didn't lie to us. I didn't lie to none of y'all. We told it to you straight from the grip. We exposed the fake, exposed them. We let them pretend for as long as they could pretend. We held it down and did what we were supposed to do here. There's nothing crazy about the process. There's nothing irrelevant about the process. This is it, man. Surely you guys got to understand that when you go against somebody who is the top artist in the game and you knock them out, all this affects all these other people's situation. Now, what they're going to do is abandon Drake. As long as this continues and Drake continues down the razor blade into the pool of alcohol and his album flops and he's no longer anything, Akademiks is going to leave and he's going to stay away from Drake and go over to Kendrick Lamar's side. And then everything Kendrick do is going to be wonderful. Oh, watch. I was always a fan of his music. Yeah, you see? All that's going to start to come now more frequently. You're going to hear Maul change his tune. Well, he's always been a good artist. Remember, I've always told you I liked Kendrick Lamar. Y'all said I was a hater. I was just defending Drake because what was wrong. And I felt like it was wrong with how everybody was viewing it. But I've never said Kendrick was a bad artist. That's coming. They already on that cusp right now. They already on that cusp. Because see, they like GNX, but they can't say they like it so much. So they will lie, cheat, and steal. I don't know why y'all keep even dealing with these people, because I don't really watch their stuff unless somebody sends it to me or they say something crazy. Then we got to do something like this to break down the lies. If the stadiums meant nothing, a stadium tour would not have been done. If they could make more money in the arenas, they would have just done it in the arenas. But tell me where in your logical academic brain, right? Your name is Akademiks, and you come up with theories like this, that it makes sense to you to do 4 shows to make the money you could do in 2. I don't understand. And what's the genius of your process? That is, you're bragging on the fact that Drake had to get his ass up 4 times to do that show back to back to back to back. Okay. So that means sound check. That means rehearsals. That means everything 4 damn times. That's pretty exhausting, buddy. That is pretty damn exhausting. Now, when their back's against the wall, they pivot and they have nothing else to go off of. So they start pocket watching. They start saying who's doing millions, who's doing this, who's doing that. Okay. Pocket watch now. Pocket watch this tour. Since you care about the money so goddamn much. Pocket watch it now. Oh, pocket watching gonna stop, right? While your guys over there begging for money from UMG. I'm gonna sue them, threaten to sue rather, so that they can hopefully feel generous enough to give me some money. What did we come to? Then you got these clowns that's trying to reinvent themselves. Charlemagne should be ashamed of himself. Should be ultimately ashamed of himself for the position he put everybody in. He put everybody in a bad position. This team was not set up correctly to win. There's a lot of losses they took. A lot of people trusted in him, and he's only going to look out for himself because that's what he's always done. He'll stab you in the back. You know, it's his character. So, at the end of the day, it's best to ask yourself, what could you do better your situation? What could you do that would be different than everybody else, right? So that you would stand out more. What could you do to add something different? All of this thing is like identity politics, really. None of these guys are doing anything new under the sun. It's the same old rendition. And because of that, everybody's losing. No one's winning the battle. Everybody's losing the battle because they continuously, over and over again, is doing the same cycle mess. It's like, come on, man. This has got to change. It's got to. Because it's becoming more and more messy by the day, actually. Every time it gets more and more into the day, it's more depressing, more just ridiculousness. How about focusing on the music, Academics? Why don't you tell your boyfriend Drake to go ahead and leak you some songs? See if he can give you some information about when the album is actually coming out. See if he can give you information about anything now. Pressure's off. Kendrick released this album. So now you can go ahead and release those songs you got that you've been holding on to. Scared to go up against Kendrick. But you the big dog, right? Come on, release that music. Let's see it. It was supposed to be the summer we was never going to forget. Oh, we didn't forget it. Because we didn't hear you at all. We got 100 gigs of old material. Now, are we ready to get serious? Or are we going to continuously go down the sliding board? Because we can do this all day. It is easy. But stop trying to fool people with stupidity. No one cares about what Kendrick Lamar did in whatever tour you're talking about. Nobody cares how much money Drake did in the past. Nobody cares. We're about that here and now. We're in the here and now era. Okay? You ain't gonna fool people with that. People going to that tour to not see anything about no damn money. They going there to hit them hits. They going to see the show live. They ain't missing nothing. So you can keep wasting your time all you want. But you know, like I know, you, my friend, are a liar. Master manipulator, deceiver. And you're not even good at it, really. You're awful when it comes to lying. Jeez. It's so predictable and stupid. That's like I'm losing chromosomes, even wasting my time speaking on you. Just a lie. How many times I got to keep catching you in lies? I might as well keep saving this thumbnail and keep throwing it up because I got to keep catching you over and over in all these bullshit lies. Stop lying and misusing the public. Think about what you could be if you actually told the truth some damn time. Instead of trying to deceive and change the narratives and create narratives that don't even exist. What? You're not winning. You're losing. You're like a campaign manager for somebody who's losing the goddamn campaign. It's like, well, they're losing the campaign. What should we do? I don't know. But let's keep on doing it anyway. Let's keep throwing money at the same thing. And it was like, you were like, so I don't care. I get paid off these stupid people. All right, man. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. But I don't rock that way. quite sure the people that spend their money on you don't rock that way. But you ain't gonna never see a video of me swimming in between a man's legs. But there's literally video of you swimming in between a man's legs when a man flew you out to have you swimming in the waters. Talk about that. Meanwhile, I'm out. See y'all on the Patreon. We're going to really have some fun over there. I'm out.